Hey everybody, welcome to Vegans Talking Shit. I'm Joey.
I'm John.
I'm Vanessa.
And today's topic is vegans and dating. Should vegans even date non-vegans and vice versa? And for that, we have a very, very special guest. She is a friend of mine, John's, and Vanessa's, the great Virginia LaFay. Virginia, would you like to introduce yourself to the crowd? Or our dozen or so listeners?
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Virginia LaFay, and I'm very, very, very excited to be here. I have been vegan. I think Joey beat me for a few weeks, for 12 years. My vegan anniversary is June 9th, 2012. And I became vegan after I watched this amazing video on YouTube by Gary Yourofsky. I watched the video, and it was just like a connection I made in that instant. I don't know what happened. I've always loved animals, but I was never a big meat eater. I never cared about meat, so it wasn't such a difficult transition for me. But when I watched that video, just something clicked, and I haven't looked back ever since. I had no issues becoming vegan. It's just was something that happened automatically, and one of the happiest moments of my life.
Virginia, what was the guy's name again? Gary Yourofsky?
Gary Yourofsky.
John, isn't that the one you told me about?
Yeah, it's an awesome lecture, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of videos he does, but there was one lecture that was went viral.
Yeah,
That's
I
amazing.
sent it.
Yeah.
I sent it to you guys. It's you could find it on YouTube under "Best Speech Ever" by Gary Yourofsky.
Yeah.
And I can never pronounce his name, so thank you for doing that.
You're welcome. I'm here to please. as
Okay,
you find
now
out.
I know that this is totally off topic, but I feel like we haven't done this in a couple of weeks. John, can you once again give a shout out to your favorite vegan hockey player?
Oh, jeez. Andres Athanasiou.
Andres Athanasiou.
He's a Greek vegan hockey player.
Okay, because it's been a couple weeks.
Unfortunately, Virginia, he is married.
He single?
No, he's not.
you beat me to the punch.
Yes, I saw you.
Is he single? No, damn.
Yeah.
Is
I'll pull out a picture of him in a second here.
Okay, please. Thank you. I need
You're
visuals.
welcome. You're welcome.
Is he married to a vegan?
I don't think so. Well, I don't know, actually. You guys keep talking. I'll pull the picture out.
Okay, yeah, pull the picture up. In the meantime, I have a question for you, Virginia. Not really a question, it's a rhetorical question, something I want to share with our listeners. You have a very, very interesting job, and you've done some very, very interesting work. So why don't you share with our listeners some of the work you've done?
Well, professionally, I am a makeup artist. Right now, I am focused in the fashion and film and TV industry. However, in the past, for 4 years, I was the main hair and makeup artist and dildo washer for a very...
Wait, what?
Yes.
I didn't know that part.
Yes. For a very huge adult publishing company.
Dildo washer?
Yes, an orderer and washer.
Wait, what soap do you use to wash a dildo?
What kind of pay do they pay dildo washers?
It was
What's
very
the pay
good
rate?
pay. It was very good pay, guys. I learned a lot. I wore gloves, don't worry, guys. And basically dish soap.
Really? Like Palmolive?
Like good old Palmolive. If it's good enough for oil and animal and oil spills, it's good enough for dildos.
Wow.
Speaking of dildos,
That is
Okay.
Andres Escaniu.
Antonio.
Andres Athanasiou.
Antonio.
Okay.
Andres Athanasiou.
Let's see.
Good for him and his wife.
I can see his eyebrows from way
Yes.
over here.
Good for him. I'm not showing his penis. That's what it sounds like to
No,
the
I
crowd.
can imagine because he sounds Greek and,
Yeah, he's definitely Greek.
I can see. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's hairy.
Okay, so Virginia, there's something you once told me. I haven't forgotten it because it's so memorable. When you were doing makeup for the porn industry, what was your go-to if you needed to throw semen on someone?
Well, my go-to, and this is going to raise the sales, so I want a percentage of this, guys. Cetaphil face wash. But the one for, not the oily skin one, the one for drier skin.
Oh, really? The different consistency?
Yes, that one, the one for oily skin is very, very clear. The one for dry skin to normal skin types, that's the preferred method of semen.
So that is the most semen-like of. Oh Jesus! I can't believe I'm having this conversation.
Yeah, it's very photogenic and consistency-wise and look-wise, and it's also very hypoallergenic.
That is. When back in the day of Saved by the Bell, whenever there was an on-screen
The laugh
kiss,
track.
when there was a kissing scene or something, it would be like you'd hear all the girls in the audience. Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, we need that. We need that little.
There's not something else in your little edit thing, whatever it's called?
Unfortunately,
What is that thing called?
What is what called?
That whole contraption.
It's a mixer. It's a sound mixer.
Okay. I should
You
know
paid
that.
for.
We paid for it. What do you mean? I didn't.
I'm just saying, like, he doesn't know what it is, but he paid for it.
Oh, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yeah,
You know?
yeah. John was just like, Joey, you do the research, buy what you're going to buy, tell us how much we owe you. It was like, okay.
I think we still owe you.
No, you don't know me.
We do.
No. Okay, so this is shocking. I'm actually the one saying we should go on topic. I'm never the one who stays on topic. But one of the main reasons why we have Virginia here as a guest, not only because she's a dear friend of ours, but because she, not so much me anymore, but she has explored the dating life for a little while. John and Vanessa, they actually became vegan together after they were married. So I'm not so sure how much they can contribute to this topic. Virginia, would you like to contribute any stories about some perhaps nightmares about dating non-vegans, or maybe even nightmares of dating vegans?
I think dating is just nightmarish overall.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a very straightforward, to the point type of person, and the whole superficiality of "Hi, how are you, and what do you do?" that I'm not good at that. I'm like I like to get real right away from day one. So yes, the vegan world for dating, specifically in South Florida, is very scarce. I get to travel a lot, so I've been able to compare the vegan male species across time zones. And I have to say, sadly, for South Florida, it's on the lower part of the totem pole.
Yeah, I would agree.
Where's the number one?
England,
Really?
yes. Because there's a variety of vegans in the UK. You have all types of vegans. You have Indian vegans, you have black vegans, you have British vegans, all types of vegans, tall vegans, short vegans. Militant
So
vegans.
you have a menu of male species
But,
you can choose from.
I feel like the vegan populace, even down here, is pretty diverse. Whenever we go to the vegan block parties, it's an extremely diverse crowd.
I was very much an activist from day one. Like, I'm all or nothing. I went in full force. When I decided to be vegan, it was like, I'm going to do everything. And I did a lot of activism in South Florida, in Canada, in New York City, where I grew up. So I got to really see real vegan groups of all types.
Yeah.
And in South Florida, there's like a stereotype, and I just haven't been proven wrong so far.
Have you had any awkward situations with dating a non-vegan, or are you just like ruling out non-vegans altogether?
No, I don't rule them. I'm a lover of all types, Joey.
Well, let me ask you a serious question then.
Yes.
How, being an activist, being so into your veganism, how can you date a non-vegan?
Well, when you're the age that I am, I'm a very seasoned, sexy lady. You can't, most men my age are either married, or the ones who are my age and available, they want to see 20-year-olds. So unless I date an 80-year-old with a cardiac issue and impotence who is ready to leave me his billions, I have to be a little bit more open.
Less picky,
Less
yeah.
picky. I mean, ideally, in an ideal world, I cannot see myself with a meat eater. But if someone who's a vegetarian or even eats fish and who's open, because my friends who are non-vegan, they're very open and accommodating. So I'm hoping if I meet someone that I'm attracted to, that I connect with, they will be the same way. If they're super meat eater, rah, 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 I don't think I'll be able to connect with them in the first place.
Will you even waste your time like on a first date with a meat eater?
Probably not. Probably not.
But you haven't ruled it out
I
completely.
haven't ruled it out completely. because it's such a nuanced topic. It depends on the person.
Yeah, because I have a hockey player in mind for you, but he eats meat for every meal.
No, we have one better.
Who's the other one?
The other one that is.
Vanessa, get on the mic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys. We had like a little issue with our fourth mic.
We have some technical difficulties.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm a failure, to put it bluntly.
So-
Joy failed again.
You, John, discovered that one of your friends from the hockey game is vegan.
Oh, that guy,
Yeah,
yeah.
that guy. We're
forgot
waiting
about
for
him.
he coming back.
And where is he, pray tell?
Las Vegas.
Okay, I'm ready. Well, listen, I've been on dating apps. I've been
Which ones?
Oh,
Happy go?
Oh no, here we go.
no,
Why not?
no,
John.
no, because those Happy Cow is all women.
I'm on Happy Cow.
I'm on Happy Cow.
We're not women.
Okay, but
mean,
you're
Joey is
married
kind
and
of.
you're kind of woman-like. He's sensitive. Joey's sensitive. No, like the regular ones, like Bumble and Hinge and stuff. And I always say that I'm vegan, and I'm not crazy preachy about it, but I do prefer men who are open-minded to that. But I remember one date where I showed up to I had this one coffee shop, which was like the neutral place where I would meet everyone, just so I could compare, you know.
What do you mean, everyone? Did you have your own little speed dating going on?
I give it a chance. I give it a chance, John. So
No, but I don't understand. Did you have like a 4 o'clock date and then
No.
a 5 o'clock date and a 6 o'clock? Did you just bring them all in?
I don't have that much energy.
I did do that before back in the
Really?
day. I mean, it wasn't. I think it was like 2, but I had one at the same
Wait,
place at
time
like
out.
4.
For someone with social anxiety, that's shocking to me.
Well, I took a lot of Xanax back in the day.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
I had 2 dates in the same place,
Wow.
scattered. Not scattered.
Okay.
What's
Did
the
you
word?
kiss them or not?
Yeah, kissed them all,
Both of them?
just like you.
On the same day?
Or it is like American dating
You know,
that
frankly,
you just
I
go
don't-
out and talk and talk and talk. Okay, next date. And the fourth date, oh, maybe you can kiss.
It's because the American women give American men mixed signals.
You see, this is where me and Vanessa agree. She's
You guys aren't American.
No, she's Brazilian, and in case you haven't noticed, I have an accent. I'm from España, Spain. So we're very caliente.
Passionate.
We're very passionate.
Do
We're
they
very
speak Portuguese in Spain?
No, they speak Spanish, Catalan, Gallego. But Portugal is next door, so Gallego is like a mix of Spanish and Portuguese.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So you know what okay, because you were talking about you asked Virginia, you're an activist. Why would you date or even consider dating non-vegans? I have to say that while I was trying to go dating and all that stuff, I was pretty open to dating non-vegans to the point where I almost never dated a vegan. And I guess I had it in my head because, as Virginia pointed out, this is South Florida. And in South Florida, dating is terrible. And a lot of the vegans in South Florida are health vegans. So the vegan women aren't necessarily looking for vegan men.
I'm going to disagree with you.
Well, I'm making a general statement, so I don't want to make it like that's all of them.
And you, Virginia. I just think that South Florida just doesn't have the numbers like New York and LA. So
That's- yeah,
it's
that-
fair.
yeah.
Like if you lived in New York full time, you'd be like, yeah, I'm just only going to date a vegan. Because
Right.
there'd be enough people you can go on dates with, or LA. Whereas South Florida, there's just not that many.
But
100% correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that non-vegans it's very difficult to convince a non-vegan to date a vegan because the preconceived notions. And I can tell you that from my time dating non-vegans, there were some pretty awkward moments. And even though they would say, "Oh no, I totally respect that you're vegan. We'll go to vegan restaurants," there have been some awkward situations. Like I had one who literally got angry with me because I wouldn't share a shrimp appetizer with her. And it's like, but I'm vegan. What do you mean?
Like share in eating then, or share the cost of the stuff?
No, I was paying for the food. I'm pretty sure.
Just take a bite. Just
Oh,
take a
you're
bite
so
of it.
nice. I never pay for the food.
I remember this other time I dated a woman who, non-vegan, we agreed to go to this restaurant. She really wanted to go to this restaurant. It was a burger restaurant, nothing fancy, but it was on Lincoln Road, so it was fancy. And we go to this burger restaurant and I see veggie burgers. I'm like, all right, good. We can come here. And she was really wanting to go to this place. And then the server tells me the burger isn't vegan. It's only vegetarian. And she's like, it's okay. We can leave. But I felt like complete shit, you know? And she didn't necessarily do anything wrong, but that just put me in a very awkward position. That same person on another date with her, she said, when you're vegan, isn't that like kind of a first world problem? And I was like, yeah, it was like it came across like only privileged white people are vegan. When, I mean, you guys have gone to the vegan block parties, you know that it's a very diverse group of people who are vegan. So in my experience, there have been those who've claimed to be respectful about me being vegan. But at some point, like there was this girl I dated for 2 years. And at one point she said, do you think you'll always be vegan? And when you ask someone that, you know that what she's really saying is, can you stop being vegan? Because why would someone ask that, you know? After 2 years.
This was a girl you were dating for 2 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And, you know, the writing's on the wall once you hear that.
Right.
You know? Like, Vanessa, obviously you're married to John. Let's say you weren't. In a hypothetical alternate reality, could you see yourself dating a non-vegan?
No chance.
Yeah, I don't think I. Sorry, guys. I hit my knee.
You okay?
Not really, but let's keep the conversation going.
Poor Vanessa.
So I don't think I would be able anymore.
Yeah.
Because I got very passionate about it, and I can't even sit during the dinners with family that I love them. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't like even going to a restaurant that has meat around me. How you do have someone basically in my house? Because if I date someone, it's because I want to, of course, have a life together. I want to live together. I don't want to open my refrigerator and see a piece of a dead animal in my refrigerator. So I don't think I would be able to. But of course, I can't really say, oh, this is wrong or right. It has so many people that they are vegan and live with non-vegans. And at some point it might be hard. At some point, maybe they just get used to, and they love more the person and have to deal with that.
What about you, John?
No chance.
Really?
Yeah. Not at this point, no. I'd either crack and, you know, not be vegan anymore or just never date a non-vegan. Because it's just, we see the world completely different now. I mean, I get it from the non-vegan side too. Like, for them to date a vegan has to be so difficult. We're the only
That's a good point.
vegan they know. Their family's not. I mean, they may know one other out there, but like it's very. I mean, as you guys know, right? Like before our group.
Well,
We
it
didn't know
also
any-
has a lot to do with there are a lot more vegan women statistically than vegan men, at least definitely in South Florida. And I feel when I've gone out on dates with non-vegan men, they've been totally okay. They've been very accommodating about my veganism. But I think it's because they want to get in my pants.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think
Who doesn't?
Of course. Hello. Thank you, John. Sorry, Vanessa. But I think that's why they've been accommodating, you know. But seriously, in all seriousness, I don't think I could kiss a man who has been eating meat. But I have dated many, many, many men. And most of them have been non-vegan. And when I have gone out with vegan men, when I did first start in the community, like I told you earlier, I was very deep into the activism world and I got to meet many men. But to play devil's advocate, I did not like them. They were very ego-driven. I don't know what happened to them. They were in activism. They thought they were God's gift to women. And I think because I can only compare it to when, you know, I grew up in the theater. I'm a singer. I used to do musical theater. And most of the dancers were gay. So the one straight man would be the one who would score with all the women. It's the same thing in the vegan world. There's that one good-looking vegan guy. Oh my God, all the women were going crazy. Yeah, so, you know, it gave them a sense of importance. I don't know. I found them to be very cocky, and I'm not in a good way cocky. Get it? Get it? Cock.
Oh boy, here we go.
It's happening, guys. I'm going there. But I didn't enjoy them. They were very obnoxious. And they would like micromanage what I was eating. Am I vegan enough?
Wow.
I'm like, so it was weird. Whereas the non-meat vegan men, they were actually, maybe I've just been fortunate. They were very curious. And they were like trying to impress me. I remember one time at this coffee shop where I would meet them, there was this one guy who told me, oh, I love animals. And he brought his pet, and his pet was this huge boa constrictor
Oy.
Wow.
snake.
Yeah.
An albino one. It was yellow and
He feeds
white.
it mice.
Yes, and her name was Sunflower. So he's
Pretty.
like, look, I'm vegan. I'm bringing my snake. So I'm like, that's not the kind of snake I want, but whatever. Thank you. Thank you. But, I feel like it's ironic. I don't have, at the end of the day, I think it's also geography because I do travel so much. Like John said earlier, I used to be an activist a lot in New York, like people who would protest like the horse carriages, for example. Hundreds would show up as opposed to the 10 people who would show up here to protest like the Miami Seaquarium or any other type of animal abuse situation. So,
Well, I think that this is again generalizing, but when it's a non-vegan man who's interested in a vegan woman, he sees that woman as, oh, how cute, she's vegan. Whereas if it's a guy who's vegan, a non-vegan woman looks at the guy like, he's probably a pansy. He's a hippie, or he's probably never been in a fight in his life. There is a tie between vegan men and decreased masculinity. At least that's how it's perceived.
Correct.
Like you look at John, you're going to know his name better than me. You look at someone like Patrick Bovian,
Balbomian.
Balbonian. Thank you. You look
I
at
think
that.
it's Babumian.
Balboomian. Okay, the dude looks like Wolverine. You look at that guy and it's like, okay, that's a manly man right there. And he's vegan. But he is kind of he's an outlier. Most vegans they kind of look like you and me and Brad, And while you may be a thug hockey player, who gets into fights on an ice skating rink with these dudes who have teeth missing, me, I'm home reading comic books, But I do think that there is this weird perception that a vegan man is less masculine. Therefore, a non-vegan woman is going to be far less interested in a vegan man than a non-vegan man to a vegan woman.
I have to agree
Yeah.
on that. But again, also geography, because when I go to different places, like in LA, for example, there's all types of vegan men, and it was like a kid at a candy store. It was kind of nice.
Where do you think it stems from that vegan men are feminine?
Meat. Meat is manly.
It's manly meat.
And in fact,
But is this the government putting that out there? Is it media? Why is meat manly?
I think it's an inherent belief. Like do you remember in the 80s, there was that beef, it's what's for dinner, that
Yep.
commercial?
Yeah.
It's freaking,
I was born in 80.
That was the guy from Roadhouse. What's his name?
Patrick Swayze?
No, the other guy.
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott. I think it was Sam Elliott.
Okay, there's
and
no
he's
one-
doing the pork commercials now, isn't he?
No one is more manly than Sam Elliott.
Yes.
Okay, that dude, I look at him and it's like, I may as well be female because that is a man.
He
right
is a
there.
man.
Sam Elliott is a man. But yeah, I mean, I think that it was kind of pushed, vegan, protein, man, manly man, muscles, that's all tied
I think
together.
there is another thing too.
Okay.
So someone to be vegan, normally ethical vegans, they kind of is more sensitive. They can be
Yeah.
more has more empathetic. So
Men can't be empathetic.
sometimes not.
Right.
Many times not.
Well, I can tell you that back
So-
when I don't remember which app it was. I don't think it was Bumble. I think it was either Match or maybe farther long ago than that, maybe OkCupid. But I remember one time I was on one of the apps and I didn't message this girl. So this was completely unsolicited. She sent me a message and just 4 words. real men eat meat. I don't know who this woman was, but she saw my profile, saw that I was vegan, and felt the need. Even though, I mean, you know how I am. I'm a very passive vegan. I don't judge people. I don't yell at people for eating meat. And like I said, I was paying for when I was dating non-vegans, I'd pay for their meal, and it didn't even occur to me that maybe I shouldn't be. It's just what I was doing. But she felt the need to send me that message just because my profile I said that I'm vegan. So that came from someone who doesn't know me. She was going solely on, my profile at the time, and she sent me that message. I think that there is this I know that we even have this written down as a topic for a future episode, but there is that belief from many, and Joe Rogan feels this way.
Oh yeah.
100%.
They are expecting the guy that go out there, kill an animal and bring for dinner. We don't live in this time anymore. So
I think
maybe that's what they have in mind.
I think it stems from like that time, the Wild Wild West, cowboys.
Yeah.
What's it called? Like
Historic times,
wrangling-
cavemen.
Yeah, caveman.
But especially in the U.S., like
Yeah, the U.S. is very...
the cowboys and like wrangling the cattle,
Right.
The Marlboro Man.
like all those Taylor Sheridan shows, like 1887 and Yellowstone, and where they're, yeah,
I don't watch those shows, but I know what you're talking about.
very good.
Yeah.
You should.
Well, I like sensitive men.
Describe that. Give us paint a picture.
I like men who contain multitudes, because I contain multitudes. I am not one thing. Just because you're vegan, I'm still can kick your ass.
Yeah.
Just because you care for an animal doesn't
Of
make
the
you
four of
weak.
us, I think Virginia and Vanessa are the tougher
toughest.
ones. Yeah.
For sure.
They'd kick our asses, John.
100%.
They would kick our asses. We would be like,
100%.
stop. So maybe the whole masculinity thing is true.
But also, physically, like vegan men have more stamina. Wink, wink. Their penis, stays
Okay.
hard longer. They
Whoa.
have better heart health. So I think in those terms, to me, being sensitive, caring towards it. You see women drool every time a father holds a baby. Oh, the man with the baby. What's the difference with caring for an animal?
Yeah.
I don't understand this thinking. It must be a super American thing. I guess in Spain too. But to me, sensitivity does not make you weak. Doesn't make you feminine. It just makes you a human being with a heart. And you could still play sports and still be fit and still be a manly man and not want to hurt another one.
So who's better in bed, vegans or non-vegans?
I can't compare.
You were just saying about stamina.
Well, yes. Well, I've been with more non-vegans than vegans, because when I became vegan, I was in a long-term committed relationship.
Whoa, was he vegan?
He was not, but he tried veganism with me when he started, but for health reasons. And he's still semi-vegan. I guess he's more vegetarian now. But he did try it with me. Because I'm the type of person that I lead by example. I'm not preachy. I do my thing. I feel great. I share about it. And I don't know, for some reason, people become curious and ask me questions.
Well, I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, and I've been successful that way. Even with my family, I've always been like, not the black sheep, because I haven't done anything bad, but like the weird one in the family, the artsy special one. So when I told them I'm vegan now, they're like, of course you are,
Right.
of course. Oh, Virginia es vegana ahora, it's like, surprise. But because I'm always posting things that are of a positive nature, and they see how young I look, how healthy I am, they're curious. So now
You do look young.
Thank you. I'm open to men 35 to 50.
For all you listeners out
For all
there.
you listeners out there.
I'm going to put Virginia in our social media, so go check it out.
Her phone number is 954
5555.
5555.
Okay.
I'm cute as a button.
Someone is actually going to call that number.
I'm Sagittarius.
I bleep out all phone numbers.
Did you meet any other vegans when you were working in porn?
In porn, no. No, I am lying. One of the videographers was vegan.
Okay. I would think there'd be more.
Yeah. This
in
videographer,
porn for some reason.
there was a video, but unfortunately he was gay. So
If someone just pick up the podcast right now and listen John saying to Virginia when you work in porn, what are you going to
We're gonna
think
get more
about it?
listeners.
to clarify, I did makeup for porn. I was there present. I saw everything.
You also threw Cetaphil at them.
I created this concoction. It was kind of like a syringe where I would put the Cetaphil. I would hide behind the couch, and it was when it was showtime, the money shot, ready to go. They would go ahead and do their thing. Cut. I would come in with the little syringe, and it would be squirt, and there it was. So yeah.
Did you tend to squirt the Cetaphil on the belly, on the face, on the breasts?
Depending on the scene, Joey. You know cinema. You're a cinema buff. Every scene, acts for a different happy ending.
Is this only when guys could not blow their load?
No, they could pull their load.
They could blow their load and you still, but they needed more load.
No, because visually the Cetaphil just photographed better. Sometimes it was too clear, or because they're doing the scenes over and over, the more they do the money shot, it gets clearer and less dense.
And they can't do it
over and over. So that's where I come in to save the day. So yeah.
Nice.
So you're welcome, guys.
Did they have a nickname for you, like Centerfold Girl?
No, let me see. No, they didn't.
Or Virginia the Creamer.
I was the creamer. The fluffer. No, I wasn't fluffing. Just creaming, guys.
God.
Just creaming.
Well, I have a feeling that we're going to have to put the little check mark when I upload this that this is not for kids.
Yes.
Oh, this one you have to put. At least on YouTube, it has to be there.
All right. So since we're on the topic of porn, John, what's your favorite porno?
You're making me get lost.
I did have a DVD called Fill It to the Brim.
Fill it to the brim? That's like the old Brim coffee commercial.
Yeah, and it made its way through all my friends in college.
Oh my God. Was it a video? Oh, you said a DVD.
It was a DVD.
I can only imagine how filthy that DVD was.
He's dating himself with DVD.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I am.
I used to have a DVD, Edward Penis Hands. And
so on brand with you.
Yeah. I think it's the only porno I've ever actually owned. And, a big Tim Burton fan over here. It's like, okay, if there's and there are others now, because I heard that there's a Batman porn that I feel like I have to have. But Edward Penis Hands is legendary in that it is so unsexy. Like, a lot of people think Edward Penis Hands had, like, his fingers were penises. But
that's what I was thinking.
Right. No. Each hand is a penis. So
amazing.
It's like basically two dildos.
Wow.
Going back and forth.
Double penetration,
Fisting motions happening.
Okay.
I just thought of our friend Brad for some odd reason.
Why would you think of Brad?
I don't know, because he's
Does
like
he have penis hands?
He's a little kid and he would love this humor.
Yeah.
Of the penis hands.
A little kid with 50s. Yeah.
I'll let him borrow my DVD. Actually, I don't have that DVD anymore. And
He doesn't have a DVD.
Oh,
Did
that's
you remember
true.
you gave one DVD
I bought
for
him
him?
The Last American Virgin on DVD. He has no idea how to play it.
He's technically challenged.
To be fair, it is antiquated technology, but
Really?
DVD player?
Are you sure?
He didn't know how to use it when everyone had a DVD.
Oh, no. Yeah. To be clear, I'm just saying that to Brad, DVDs are the future. Like Brad is, I don't know. That guy cracks me up. Love you, Brad.
Shout out to Brad.
Shout out to Brad.
Our next guest, maybe.
Perhaps.
Well, we have to find the right topic.
I have a porno for you that I really enjoyed. It was called Perry Hodder and the Sorcerer's Bone. It was really good.
That's great.
It was great.
So wait a minute. Okay. I mean, I think this kind of writes itself. So Harry, Ron, Hermione, threesome?
Actually, it was a gay porn, Joey. Men only.
Who's Hermione?
There was no Hermione. It was only... it was a love story between Perry Hodder and Malfoy.
Did you work on it?
Interesting.
I did.
Was it shot here?
It was shot in California. Where else?
Okay.
But it's actually good?
It was great. Because unlike in heterosexual porn, the men in homosexual porn are quite hot.
Yeah, that's true. Because in heterosexual porn, you look at the dudes; they look like Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, because you don't want the attention is on the girl, the focus
Right.
on the girl. But on
makes
gay
sense.
porn, the men are are very, very, very
You ever go to the AVN Awards?
all the time. We had
Really?
a booth there, and we used to go to Exotica in Germany.
Wait a minute. You said you had a booth there for makeup?
No, for my company because I would travel with the stars because I was their makeup artist.
Which
and I did-
stars?
Oh, well, the company that I worked for, they specialize in very niche markets like really large boobs or big booties or like leg fetishes or BBLs or young looking girls. So
What the
it was
hell's
very
BBL?
big, beautiful ladies, like
okay.
big girls.
Yep.
So you know what I mean? They had, so, it was not your typical beautiful LA blonde bombshell. They were a little bit less attractive, but they had specific assets that made them very big.
There's a fetish for everything.
I have so many stories, Joey. I'm writing a book on it.
Oh, tell us about the book.
I'm writing a book. It's called Skin Deep, The Diaries of a Porn Makeup Artist. And I'm just going to share with everyone all of my stories and
Oh,
all
wait a
the behind
minute.
the scenes.
Oh, you have an Instagram account, don't you?
I do. I haven't posted anything yet because I'm still writing the book, or the book is writing itself. But it is called Skin Deep Book.
Is that like AI? The book is writing itself?
No, like it's writing.
John.
I'm getting inspired by it. No AI. It's all from my mind and my memory.
John is the only one of the four of us who actually thinks AI is a great thing.
I think Vanessa does too. She's on it all day.
Well, okay, but hers has to do with, translating
work,
English. Yeah.
Okay. ChatGPT's God.
I have to tell, I use sometimes for our TikTok.
Oh, but that's you. I don't do the TikTok. That's you are our director of marketing, so you do what you have to do, and I will support it. But for the content of this podcast and the description, I don't think that AI would have the flair that I have. So, fuck you, AI.
Yeah, you definitely are a wordsmith. Plus AI, the ChatGPT, it's so like robotic. I don't like it. So I tried using it for my book. I'm like, okay, this is not going to work. My voice is so much better.
I agree. So, okay, you said that your Instagram account is empty right now, but if you were to, let's say, announce the publication date of the book, you would post it on that Instagram account, correct?
Of course.
Okay, so what's that Instagram account again?
Skin Deep Book.
All one word?
All one word. All lowercase letters.
Skin Deep Book.
But guys, if you want, follow Virginia's Adventures as well. She has another page of Instagram.
My other vegan Instagram is One Candle by V. And then I have my makeup artist Instagram, which is Virginia LaFay.
I don't think I'm on that one.
You have to follow me. I follow you, Joey.
I don't really post anything, but I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right, so okay, that was a lot. So this is obviously a very long episode. So we are going to end it here and continue the conversation next week. This is part 1. Next week will be part 2. Virginia will be back for part 2. So for Vegans Talking Shit, I'm Joey.
I'm John.
I'm Vanessa.
And I'm Virginia.
And we'll be back next week. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Ciao.
Bye. Bye.
Ciao.
Beer.